Um, Good morning. This is part 3 of native accent. I wanted to talk to you of the details of what I call the phonetic analysis. Um, I chose Italian as an example on which to apply the phonetic analysis, but this analysis can be applied pretty much in every language. Now, before starting and before showing the markers, I'd like you to know that in the Italian intonation has got some special features. The first one concerns words isolated, taken in isolation. That means that the main stress, l'accento tonico, or main stress, falls on one of the syllables that make up an Italian word, and this gives and the voice stops for a microsecond there, giving Italian words a specific rhythm, not only to an Italian word but also to an Italian sentence. Um, let's the tonic accent can be seen more or less like a fourth tone in Chinese, as I said previously, and this one is the marker that I use in order to specify this main stress. So the vowels on which the accent falls are a, e, I, O, U. Um, let's take an example. For example, casa, cantare, caffè. These are three words in which one can tell that the accent falls on the first syllable, the syllable in the middle, and the last syllable. So the main stress can fall pretty much everywhere. I'd also like to emphasize, like I did before, that the syllables preceding the main stress are pronounced as a high tone, and the ones that follow the main stress are pronounced as a neutral tone in Chinese. That means, for example, ka, nta, re. So in this example, kan is a high tone, ta is the main stress, re is a neutral syllable, and the same goes for cafe. In this case, there is no neutral because the main stress falls on the last syllable, so it's caffè. Now, another peculiarity of the Italian language is l'accento di frase. That means that the main stress, the words are taken in the context of a whole sentence, and in Italian, the speaker tends to emphasize some words in within the same sentence. For example, uh, if we say come buono questo caffè, it means that the speaker wants to emphasize that the coffee he or she is talking about is pretty good. So the sentence will be come buono questo caffè. Or che persona simpatica. In this sentence too, simpatica is underlined because it's the main stress of the whole sentence. And another sentence, mi piacerebbe tanto tornare in Italia. In this context, tanto and Italia are the main words of the sentence, because tanto is I like so much to go back to Italy. The speaker wants to emphasize that the intensity of his or her desire and the place where they want to go. They want to come back. So this is the marker for the main stress of the sentence. As you can see, there can be one main word or two main stresses within the same sentence. Now, as you can see in the examples, Italian aggregates groups of words, and this aggregation of groups of words determines the vocal tissue, as I call it, of the whole sentence. That means that aggregating the choice of aggregating words also determines how vowels are supposed to be pronounced. If, for example, the main stress falls on a let's take a block of three words like che persona simpatica, like we did before in this sentence, simpatica is the main word That means the main stress, and it's considered as a single word. So as I told you, all the syllabs that precede the main stress, which falls on pa of sympathetic, are pronounced high. And so this is 3 words that are pronounced differently if they're taken separately. So they're going to have this special configuration. It means so che persona simpatica. Another important thing for the intonation in general is inserting micropauses between words, micropauses between blocks of words. For example, when introducing something, mio padre si chiama Davide e conosce un sacco di cose. In this sentence, that you can see just here, you have mio padre, pause, micropause, si chiama Davide, micropause, e conosce un sacco di cose. This gives this is also important for the Italian intonation. And I also wanted to add that there's double consonants, which is a peculiarity of the Italian language. So we can take an example is polo in this sentence. Polo is pronounced open, broad, e pollo. So polo is pole, for example, North Pole, el Polo Nord, and pollo, which is chicken, is pollo. So the marker is this one because we have to emphasize the fact that the voice falls on the vowel preceding the group of the 2 consonants and then gives force to the consonant. I'd also add that in every language there is interrogation question mark, which is this one, and the corresponding arrow that I use. There's an arrow that I use in order to emphasize the fact that the voice is going up and is rising, so to say. And then there's what I call il punto di esclamazione, which is this one, and I use another arrow descending. That means that the voice is going down because it wants to express, for example, the speaker wants to express surprise or amazement, etc., etc. These are some markers, and I would like to read a whole text in order to let you see how I apply it on text. So I'm going to read it here. Il pasto di metà giornata si chiama pranzo. In Italia è generalmente il pasto più importante della giornata, anche se occorre registrare una recente variazione della consuetudine, soprattutto nelle grandi città che, per esigenze di lavoro, hanno trasformato il pranzo in un leggero spuntino consumato fuori casa. Nella sua forma tradizionale, il pranzo comprende più portate: un primo piatto, di solito pasta, un secondo piatto, maggiormente carne, e un contorno di verdure o patate, seguito da un dessert o frutta. As you can see in this, you can see the phonetic analysis applied on the screen, and so you can see the pauses, you can see the intonation, you can see how the vowels are supposed to be pronounced and how a group of words are attached together. The conclusion is that if you apply this phonetic analysis, you will realize that it takes a little bit of time, and by the time you have completed this analysis, the analysis of a whole text or a dialogue, you will have seen that you have listened to the dialogue itself numerous times. It's a time. It is worth the time because the main goal is to pay attention to the small details that you would not normally pay attention to if you were just listening and reading briefly the text. Now, a lot of people in a lot of videos on YouTube talk about accent reduction, but what about accent foundation? It means that you don't have to reduce your accent, you have to build it by understanding how the speaker of a foreign language speak, and that's something better. If you start well. In Italian we say cominciare bene vuol dire essere a metà dell'opera. It means that a good start is already half of the path. So thank you very much for listening to me. You can find more information here, which is my blog with all the phonetic analysis done in detail. So thank you very much, and see you in the next videos. Bye.